The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Slam.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's get it. Come on, set, 50, plant. Screen. Got the screen.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man, it's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down. Leary. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
23 yards. And the Saints first down.
Let's go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Leary. Thomas has got it, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch the same Greystone, travel. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Back to throw, Leary. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Ready.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
I got one.
2nd and 9 now. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Get it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Ready? 18 Gator. Back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, Zoo. Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Big grip.
They'll look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. You don't see me in your nightmare. Check 24. Check 24.
On the ground, this is Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Bravo. Left guard defense. Left guard defense. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch, go.
On 3rd down, Leary. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leary to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Looking to throw. Leary looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21 all as they take over 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
15 line. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Deep grip, deep grip.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready, 30 base. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Protein spill. Down.
Here's Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Echo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
That's another Rams first down. First down 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fight.
Now Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Strip that ball. Hey, exit. Check right 47. Check right 47. Stay with your man.
Back to throw.
Check 47. Let's go.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's close. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check, 47. All day, dog. Hey, Alpha. 47 is the mic.
He'll drop to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete to Shelton Gibson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27-all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there in overtime, 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.